Hi friends! Today I did a quick how I do my brows. My brows have changed a lot in the past 10 years. They've gone through phases just like makeup styles. Eyebrows have different styles and it always changes. My eyebrows are naturally fine hairs, but I tweezed them all away in the 8th grade and through high school. A lot of them didn't grow back, so I kind of have to fill in the little sparse areas that don't grow in anymore. So I kind of make them more even. I like to keep them on the hairier, more natural side. With makeup, it's a preference, so are your eyebrows. But I like to use the NYX micro pencil in Taupe. I like to keep them about the same middle shade, about 3 shades lighter than my natural roots, closer to the blonde that I have in my hair. And my eyebrows, just like the general rule, corner of the mouth, nostril here, and then nostril, pupil is your arch, if I don't do that. And then the outside corner is corner of your mouth, outside corner of your eye. And there should be your ending. If your eyes are farther set apart, you can always bring your inner corner further in. And then if you have close set eyes, you can bring your inside of your eyebrow farther out to kind of create the illusion that you want. And then for brow gel, the clear Anastasia Beverly Hills is my favorite. I love it. Can't go wrong. All of her brow products are perfect. I don't prefer a pomade. Those are really popular right now. It's just really easy to get a blocky eyebrow, a solid filled in eyebrow, where I prefer it to look a little bit more natural. Again, it's all preference. If you use light hand, those are great and it'll really stay. Now for quick days, a tinted brow gel is perfect. I almost always do my eyebrows, even if I'm not wearing makeup. I like to have eyebrows on because they're just so thin. Any questions, please let me know. I will list the products that I used in this video down below. The lips I am wearing today are NYX Simply Vamp Lip Cream in, what is it in? She Devil. And I love it. So, let me know if you have any questions and let's get started. I'd also like to make an honorable mention that I found at the store, the e.l.f. brow pencil. I didn't know they had brow products and I saw it and I had to give it a shot. I mean, it's only $2, so you have to try it. It also has the spoolie on the end, so even if you don't like the pencil, it's $2. It only came in one color. I saw it at Target. Maybe they have more online, you'll have to check it out. It's a softer pencil. So it's in taupe and it's slightly warm, but it's fairly neutral. It depends on your skin tone how red it's going to come off. But for $2, I think it's worth a try. If you don't have any, give it a shot. And if you hear any noise in the background, it is Saturday and the kids are playing. So that's just the life of having a house full of kids. Hope you enjoy. Now that you're zoomed in to see my very sparse eyebrows, I tweezed most of them during like middle school and high school, and a lot of them didn't grow back because that was just the style. So I'm going to use my NYX micro pencil. It's got the spoolie on the end and the little tiny pencil. I like this one because it's a little firmer, just as comparable to the Anastasia. I like the color Taupe. And then I start on the underside where it's the most thin, like these little bald spots. And using a light hand, I just kind of stroke upwards. Not putting too much pressure. And just filling this underneath part first. Just kind of make this line nice and straight and even.
Sick. Ash, you want me to do something really cool?
And then then just filling in. There's little hairs here on the tail. You just can't really see them anymore because they're just fine. I have sparse hairs and they're just thin naturally. So then I come to the top here and make this just a little fuller because you just can't see the hairs. And then I come still with a light hand, connect it down to the tail at my arch. And then taking your spoolie and combing it through to keep it nice and spread out. Sometimes you get a little part where you just put too much pressure and it's darker. That's okay. Some brow days are better than others. Sometimes they go a little crazy. You just gotta step back and take a look, relax sometimes. My eyebrows have gone through a lot of seasons where they're really thin, where I filled them in to be very blocky, which is just kind of preference, how you like them. I like to try to keep them looking hairy. And then as I come to the front is the last place I fill in because I have the most hairs there anyway. So I just kind of fill it in just to keep the color even. And this underside. And then the hairs here, there's only very few. So I just go straight up with my pencil to add the illusion that there's a couple more hairs there than I actually have. And then continuing up to meet this line that goes through the top. And then again, using your spoolie end, or if your pencil doesn't have one, you can get separately, and combing it through. Now I leave it about there, and then I take my powder. Right now I'm using the Ardel eyebrow palette in light, and I use that darkest shade here with my angled brushes. This is a Morphe angled brush. It doesn't have a number or anything. And then I just dip it in the darker powder, and again I start on the tail where I like it to be a little darker, like right here at the arch, and a really light hand again, like barely touching. And then coming to this little patch here where there are very few hairs.
Actually, no. I wanted to get my car fixed.
Brushing upwards with the hair. Sorry if I'm sniffling. We all have a head cold. And darkening the tail. And going in really light strokes, using the very tip of that point to really try to make it tapered like a hair. And then I just bring whatever powder is left, I didn't add any more, through the front just to kind of set the pencil in place. And that way it's even coloring throughout. Once that is done, brow gel is your friend. Now, whether you need to fill your eyebrow in as much as I do, or you have thicker eyebrows, brow gel will finish makeup. I think everyone should use brow gel. Tinted, clear. When doing your makeup, brows, I think, bring everything together. It's like the frame on a beautiful picture. Use brow gel, friends. Tinted, if you already have enough color, just to keep some of the powders out of your eyebrows or your foundation. It's kind of unavoidable to get a little makeup in your eyebrows, so doing them last is great. I like this clear one, and I just comb straight up in the front here. Bring them all kind of up and out. And using the gel helps bring the hair back out again so they look hairy. It will kind of take off some of the powder we placed down, but I don't mind that. That way it keeps it from looking too blocky and a little bit more furry. 'Cause I like them to look hairy. That wasn't always the way I did them. So I'm going to do this brow.